Okay.
Good.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just waiting to get that spot.
Oh.
Interesting. God bless our troops, especially our snipers. Our country, our lifestyle, our language. If you want to live in America, live and learn the American ways, or go back to where you came from. Interesting. You know, one thing I hope, I don't know who you are, I'm Robin Hensel, nice to meet you, I live in that house. I hope this opens up dialogue in this community, because what's happening with our country and what our country's been doing since the time my dad was in wars is illegal, and that's just not right. And, you know, I guess I'm not I think I understand what your sniper's sign reflects. This is our flag, pick it up. This is our culture, fight for it. This is our country, defend it. American patriots stand together. Why the hell do I have to press 1 for English? Insured by Ruger.
What?
So you, that means you're a gun carrying person.
You have a permit to carry.
Right, and that's your legal right to do so. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But I hope this opens dialogue, because in this community, reality of what's happened, that we were lied into war by Bush, and now we have a president who's exacerbated the wars and in fact is committing war crimes in all over different sovereign nations in the world. That needs to be talked about. And that's my take on things, is the factual stuff, that what our nation and what our troops are being ordered to do is not only unconstitutional, it violates international law, Geneva Conventions, the Kellogg-Briand Pact of 1927 that was signed in Le Bourget, France, and all good ethics in the military have been violated since my dad was in World War II. And I come from a military honorable family. My father was in 37 battles in his lifetime in the Navy. I've got relatives who were, it's like a second cousin of mine, who was the top gun in the Thunderbirds, and then his son became the top gun in the Thunderbirds, and he trained people in Germany to bomb over in Iraq. And you know what? He died at age 42, probably because of the contaminants in the bombs that in the planes that he was flying, because he was a top gun. He was one that was over there shooting people and dropping bombs on people. And that's a crying shame. And then our military people come home and we're not taking care of them. That's the other travesty. And I'm a peace activist because I don't like how our veterans are being treated. I don't like that our young people are being lied to in order to do unconstitutional things and illegal things like torture prisoners and so on. I don't like that. And it's always the top dogs that get away, including Petraeus. But people like John Kiriakou, who happens to be a friend of mine, gets locked up in prison for 3.5 years because he told on the torture program. He exposed that this was going on. There's a lot wrong with our nation right now. And I would think somebody who claims to be a patriot would agree that we shouldn't be doing illegal things, that that's only going to come back to harm our soldiers. And a lot of our soldiers are trained right out here at Camp Ripley. That's the largest training base in the Midwest. And they're being trained to do things that may get them tagged and arrested for war crimes. They're involved with the shadow drones, which are used for target acquisition and surveillance and reconnaissance, connected to the illegal drone assassinations with the Predators and the Reapers. And also, the shadows are now weaponized. They're carrying bombs of their own. So Camp Ripley and Colonel St. Sauver are training our men and women to illegally assassinate people in other countries. And I think that's a crying shame. I don't agree with that.
Well, I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do, though, sometimes. That's the way I look at it.
Meaning it's okay to violate the law sometimes if you feel like it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
You're okay with our country violating the law?
If it's right, if it's got to be done.
Dude, just one quick question before you go. Do you agree with Barack Obama's Disposition Matrix program of...
I don't agree with anything that son of a bitch does.
Well, it's his assassination program and his sniper program that are picking people off. You're saying on your truck here that you agree with the snipers, what they're doing.
It's not his program.
Oh, it is.
It's the military.
It is. It's either his or the